Palestine. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala place in their hearts firmness and faith. For really that is the most important thing. And I want to firstly say that it is important that we as Muslims here, when we witness this or we see this on the news, that we know that there is a lot of propaganda that is behind it, that there is a lot of false news, and within the news there is an angle that whoever the news channel or agency is, they're coming with their own angle. So when you're hearing a lot of questioning with people such as, mashallah, the ambassador to Palestine in the UK, who's set a great example in representing the Muslims in Palestine and standing up for the rights that have been violated. When they ask him the question, or they ask many other interviewers a question, what is your stance, or do you condemn what is happening with Hamas and what they're doing? Firstly, we don't accept that question because they're acting like it just started yesterday. So answering the question, okay, we may condemn an act of violence that is of oppressed people, but no, as they say, there's no justice, no peace. They didn't just wake up wanting to do this. This is from years, over 50 years of oppression of our brothers and sisters in Gaza and in Palestine. And we know this goes way beyond that. So it's a lot of what we have to do is that revisionist history to remind them that this didn't just happen yesterday. Secondly, it's important for us to remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that this is a part of His sunnah, and this takes place with all of His creation. And when saying this is a part of His sunnah, it is not belittling the experience of our brothers and sisters, of the women and children that are literally going through so much pain now. They're being surrounded, electricity is cut off, water is cut off, there's no source of food. So they're literally trying to starve them out. But this is not the first time that it has happened. So it's important for us to know that this is from the sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that this happens with His creation. But that does not mean as Muslims that we are quietists and that we don't do anything. Which leads to our third point. Do what you can in this capacity. Initially, even before this event, we should be making dua for our brothers and sisters, and that's the least we can do. Secondly, you can contribute with your money to organizations that are trying to get in and to help our brothers and sisters in Gaza. And then thirdly, what you can do is to get online, offline, and to inform people about what is going on, and people that may have the wrong perception about what is going on in Gaza, what's going on between the Palestinians and the Jews in that area, to inform them constructively. At least we can send leaks of reliable news agencies on what's really going on the ground, of the false news that is taking place, and that this didn't just happen yesterday. So brothers and sisters, subhanAllah, it's important for us to stay connected with what is going on, because this is a holy site. Firstly, that it is Quds that should be protected. The masjid in Quds should be protected, and it is a holy site from the three beautiful masajid, the three holy masajid, Masjid al-Haram, Masjid al-Haramain in Mecca, Medina, and Masjid al-Aqsa, which is in Palestine. So brothers and sisters, the least that we can do is within our prayers, within our sujood, every moment that we think about, we call on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect them, to honor them, and to remember that those that pass away, and it is not belittling what is happening, but it is a reassurance for us that those that pass away in this path, they are shuhada, that they are martyrs. And we should not, when hearing that, discard that. It's not something that should be taken lightly. That those that died in this form of oppression, inshallah, they are martyrs. That their martyr means that they die in this path of Allah, believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His oneness, that they will go to Jannah. And that's something that we should not take lightly. So we're happy for them, but we're sad as human beings, and we make dua for them. Mostly importantly, that they die upon Iman. That if Allah decides to take them, He takes them upon faith in Him. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those that are patient with His predestination. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those that, although we're patient, we're not sitting and we're not doing anything about it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those that consistently call on Him in secret and in open. إِنَّهُ وَلِيُّ ذَلِكَ وَصَلَى اللَّهُ وَسَلَّمَ وَبَارَكَ عَلَى نَبِيِّنَا مُحَمَّدٍ وَعَلَى آلِهِ وَصَحْبِهِ أَجْمَعِينَ. And also, brothers and sisters, our Imam, Jawad al-Rahman, the Imam that has the Quran school, his father passed away. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Verily we are for Allah, and to Allah we will return. His father has been sick since COVID, in and out of the hospital, and Allah decided to take him. Allah took him. The janazah will be tomorrow at Masjid in Irving after Salat al-Asr, which will be 5:15 p.m. I highly implore you to go to the masjid by 5 o'clock or even a little more than that, and they will bury him, mashallah, in the cemetery here in Coppell, inshallah ta'ala. Don't forget, tomorrow, October 12th, at the Islamic Center of Irving, the janazah will be for Sheikh Jawad al-Rahman's father who has passed away. And that is Imam here as well. He leads a salah here, and he has a Quran school with his wife. Please attend, inshallah, and show him your condolences. Barakallahu feekum. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.